How's that? Is that better? That should be better. Actually, even the VU the little sound meter in OBS looks better. Looks more normal. Okay. All right. Cut the YouTube clip here. Welcome. Last week. Oh dear. Thank God I don't have many viewers, and those that do show up late. Oh dear. Thank you for pointing out the audio issue. I should have looked more closely when I did the thing. Yeah, so we should make grid renderer cached, and we should make happiness renderer cached as well. And I did log an issue. I did some Googling around performance and Skier Sharp, and I found this interesting thing. It was told that this is so much fun. I'm glad because I paid money for this microphone, and that makes me happy. Yeah, I found this little thing. So apparently, Skier Sharp, there is a way. So it uses OpenTK to do GPU accelerated graphics like OpenGL, but that needs a Hwind, like a Windows handle, if I'm reading all this stuff correctly. And so it works fine in WinForms, but in WPF, you can only do it if you use a Windows Forms host to get access to WinForms, but then there's problems like with transparency, which I don't really care. But anyway, there's airspace problems. So I don't know if I care about these problems, but this little sample seemed easy enough to follow, but it also has a lot of like code here, and this all comes from the Skier Sharp sample. So it's not like I don't trust the code. It's just that it's not like a NuGet library I can reference. So I could try this. I could also just try a WinForms host. The problem with a Windows Forms host is, well, in fact, either approach, it basically is going to break Comet. Like, well, it's not going to break Comet. I shouldn't say that, but it's not going to work well with it, right? Oh, that's totally the wrong thing. I meant my comment down here. This main page here, right? This has a drawable control, which is a comet control. Trying to get that to use a WinForms element host, I don't know how easy that's going to be. So I'm not sure whether, the thing is, I don't need it to be faster. It's now pretty good, I think. So it's tempting to do the OpenGL thing, but yeah, I just think, I think it's probably, essentially with this UI, there's sort of one or two directions I could go, right? I can stick with Comet, which is working great for rapid development, but you know, I need to put effort into the looks, obviously. The other thing that's tempting is to just do the whole thing with Skier and have a fully custom drawn interface, which would look better, but obviously has a much higher, development cost. If I do that though, then yeah, GPU rendering is probably worth it. So I don't know. The other thing I want to think about, or maybe do, this is possibly a little bit experimental. So with our cached layout renderer here, I feel like the caching is slightly at the wrong level in that, well, maybe and maybe not. There's something about the caching I don't like. This track layout renderer says I'm cacheable. What that really means is I have a dirty flag. That's all. The actual caching work is done by the game class. And, oh, that has changes? Did I not commit something? Oh, white space. Morning, Tim. Welcome in. How are we all? Who else is here today? Don't be shy. Feel free to say hello. You don't have to say anything else, but it would be nice. Ah, Adrian. Good evening. Yeah, I feel like the caching. So the caching is done here in this bitmap buffer stuff, and it's fine. I don't know. This class is getting well. In fact, quite a lot of these classes are getting a bit big. The one thing I don't like about this track layout renderer necessarily, and this is going to be true of the happiness renderer as well, is it has to hook up to this track's changed, and it has to listen for when it should flag itself as dirty. It doesn't have to do anything with that data. The game takes care of rendering to the bitmap, whatever, but it has to listen to the tracks. And that's just a little bit, I don't know, it seems a bit manual, right? Like, so, well, as a good example, it also has to listen to all of the properties on the track parameters. This thing. Every time these parameters change, we need to redraw all the tracks. So it would have to, now it takes in this class, it would have to hook up to all those properties. And that seems a bit yuck too. Good morning, John HK. Oh, I'm guessing another UK person being morning, but somewhere thereabouts. Welcome in. So the thing that I would like to do is I would like to, well, I think I'd like to use this DI thing a little bit more. So at the moment, our little DI, which is, a sum total of 20 lines of code, but all it does is like it adds singletons and it takes care of collections and they can be ordered, but that's its one feature. It's not much of a container. It's really just basically a service locator. It's slightly better than a service locator because I get to use constructor parameters, which is nicer. So the dependencies are declared, which is good, but it's not much. What I would like to do is have some way to say, and I think I talked about this last week, to say, hey, this is talks about tracks, and then have the game board. And so the game board's another class that is getting way too big. Like, look how much code there is in here. Having this separated out into different services and having the tracks be somehow come from a service that says, hey, I'm at the track level, and then having something that says, well, when anything at this level changes, we want to redraw all of those levels. I think that would be nice to do. I don't know how to start it is the problem. And one thing I don't want to do is I don't really want to break everything. Like if I start down this path, like I don't want to get to a point where I can't commit because the build will break, or I don't commit. And so all that to say, I don't know what I'm doing today, and if you have any requests or suggestions, let me know. Grid render is always dirty. That makes sense. Branch it. I could branch it, yeah. That could work. I don't know. The other thing I was thinking of is maybe, well, there's two things that are annoying me. There's one thing that's annoying me, and there's two possible things to do about it. Number one is I don't like how this window is always this size and always appears here, and I started that solely because I'm working on a stream and I wanted to make sure it appears on camera, but it's annoying. So being able to resize this and have it actually resize, that's one, but also having a viewport so that you can actually draw bigger tracks, bigger systems, especially since the track drawing is now, like, the track drawing is still slow, but it's only slow when you need to be, when it needs to draw. So, yeah, that's true. I guess with releases, it doesn't matter if it's broken. That's a fair point. But yeah, like the resize, like little things like this. Wait, that just worked. What the? That's never worked for. That's really weird. It's like after a long enough pause, the resize worked. Very strange. All right. So anyway, so grid rendering. See, grid rendering should be easy because grid is never dirty. It'll automatically be dirty when the size changes and it just draws the grid. Let's see if that works. That should work, right? Hello, Chad. Good evening. Welcome. As soon as I shut the door, it always gets so warm in here. And yet all day, I have to wear gloves. Sometimes a beanie. No, just kidding. The beanie's only for when I go for a walk. All that talk of tea earlier. Yes, well, I made a tea. It's a very, very bad tea today. Grid renderer. I forgot what I was doing for a second. So, where's our grid draw time? Yep, there it is. It's not changing. Excellent. See, this isn't redrawing the grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's not doing it now. That's so weird. All right, cool. So that was easy. The grid draw time works. Yeah, happiness. Maybe I won't bother doing happiness actually, because yeah, it doesn't matter. All right, so let's look at resizing. What I want to know is when I press the configure button, which is somewhere here, this button. So when I press this button and we set this value, after doing this, Comet redraws everything. So I guess I need to know, I wonder if it's by design that it doesn't happen on resize. So let's step into this. Well, that didn't work. Okay, all right, so after this is going to get hit, what's then going to happen is it's going to execute this function again. So let's see where this gets executed. Okay, get render view. All right, so this is getting a render view for our main page, yep. And where does this get called? Reset view. So this is interesting. Okay, so this is, all right, there's a reload method. What am I doing? Let's just look at the call stack. So reload is called from binding property changed. Okay. And that is because state.update value binding object. See, I think I know what this is. This binding object here, its value is false, its keys. Oh no, okay, that's just the elbow. Okay, so what's happening here, I believe, as we render this body, this state variable is used. And so Comet knows this state variable is used, and whenever this state variable changes, it knows it has to redo the body. Now I thought that it would maybe just redo the stack. No, it can't, because that's not a lambda. Aha. Yes, that's right. Okay, so if it's in a lambda, then it will rerun just that lambda expression. Because this is all just in one big lambda expression, it has to rerun the whole body. Okay, so basically, so it's calling the reload method. So all I should have to do is, I guess, call reload when I'm resized. That seems easy enough. I wonder why that's not done. I wonder why that's not done by default. If we go to this Comet page, set frame. Yeah, see, there's just nothing. It's probably by design, I guess. I kind of would have maybe thought you'd see a, size. Oh, the Comet container view. I wonder if that does it. No, see, there's no size change hooked up on any of this, which is interesting. It kind of maybe makes sense. Like, Comet is, I'm pretty sure it's reasonably heavily focused towards mobile, and obviously, like, it's going to become Maui, which is more mobile, but I mean, it's cross-platform, so. Um, on render size changed. Cool. Let's just see if this works. So we need to get the page. Here, mainframe.content. Now we need the view from that. This comment page. So there's no reload on here, is there? No. Can I get to the view? Is there a reload? Oh, reload handler. Reload. Let's see if that works. Let's see if this works. This could also be horribly slow. What's wrong with this? Use pattern matching. That's an error. Makes a lot of sense. Whoa. I got an error. Ah, that's interesting. This view must be null. All right, let's fix this error. And let's debug. Oh, it was fixed? Good. Yes. I did see that. I did see Cyrus fix it. I I think I logged that, or at least I went to log it, and maybe it was already logged. But yes, I did see that was fixed. And Cyrus just manually said, yeah, this one, the priority is always bigger, which I like. It might get better. Oh, I can access the body. That might work. Reload handler could be a hot reload thing. Does view handler have a reload? No. Does body have a reload? I should have looked at where that reload method was coming from. I'll be typing null instead of native unsadians. Yes. Yes, well, something always breaks somebody. View body. I want to reload it. There must be a way to do this. Update. I mean, I could probably call invalidate if there is such a thing. Maybe. Why am I looking when I can just type? Invalidate visual. Where was that reload method? It's in iReload handler. Content view. Oh no, view. Yeah, that was it. Oh, it's internal. Grr. Is it called from anything public? Probably not. Oh, that's annoying. All right. Well, maybe I'll just do it anyway. And yeah, okay. Let's. I can actually just do this. I don't need to do that. Let's see if that works. You're probably actually using native unsigned, aren't you, Scott? I'm never likely to. All right. So if we resize, it doesn't work. I wonder if render size changed. It's the wrong thing. See, this is where the problem is. I haven't done much WPF. Is there a size changed? No. Child desires service. How do you hog into resize events? Content resized. Oh my god, app.government. Application to current on main window. Oh, size changed. Oh, okay. It's just an event, not a. Okay, that's fine. I'm still thinking in Windows Forms world where every uh, every event has a protected on method that you can just override instead of looking up event handlers. Oh dear. Old habits. Still didn't work. So I guess invalidate visual doesn't do it. Now I've got to Google for what is the equivalent of WPF's. Okay, so that all right. So at least the event's right. Invalidate. Property, measure, arrange. Sure, let's invalidate the arrange. Sometimes I like trial and error, and sometimes I don't. Nope. Why is there no way? I really need that reload to be. Otherwise, what's a reload handler? No implementations. And oops, yeah, that's internal. I could call it via reflection. Ah dear. That's still internal. What else calls reset view? Ah, when you set the body. I could reset the body. Oh, ooh, look at that. Reset property string. Hey, look, it's a get out of jail free card. And actually, that's protected. So I can access that in here. So I could, I think, where am I going to put this? I'll put this here. We do public deployed. Let's call it read. Can I go view property changed? And what was the property here? Reset property string. Yes, look at that. Null because I don't care. There's at least one project of mine with more in. Nuint. The thing that gets me with the native unsigned int is every time I have to type in uint, I type in unit every single time, and it's like here's four letters that used to confuse me. Let's add a fifth one, but it's not different. No, it's one of the ones that already confuses you. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It makes sense. It's just not something I don't feel like I'm ever likely to need it. Um, how do I get to this? Okay, I want to go mainframe.content is comment page, and comment page dot. Now, is it going to be view or content? It's got to be view. Dot view is main page. Main page dot read. I probably could have just got that from DI, but that would have been evil. This is so dirty. There's nothing dirty about this. What are you talking about? This is totally reasonable. Look at this if statement. It's lovely. I mean, the reset property string is kind of dirty, but I mean, I didn't write this. This is awesome. Like, this is clearly designed for exactly this scenario. Where is it used? It is used. Oh no, I used it. Actually, That's not a fair find all refs because I don't have all of comment open. So let's see if it works. It does. Oh, it is noticeably chunky, but that's all right. I'll allow it. In fact, I like it. I like it a lot, except for the flickering. See, this is where, like, is it? I want to say, let me consult my GitHub. Where are we? I feel like there's a better way to do. I think in another project here. Next page. Oh, the field of broken dreams. That is a GitHub retro. I must have missed it. It can't be. How far? 3 p.m. In the field of broken dreams, that is this, which is actually not a broken dream. This actually works, and I use this. It's a music player. I'm very proud of this music player. Somewhere in here, we have. Oh, I use a timer. I thought I was doing something. I thought there must have been Windows messages for like restart, resize start, and resize end. But no, so I must be starting. Oh, look at that! Yes, like I'm not even catching the resize event. It's like if the mouse is moved, if we're in the right position, start the timer. If we're still resizing stuff, oh, that's so cool. I love this app. And I'm going to show you this app. I think this might start playing music, and if so, I'm going to quickly pause it because I don't know. I'm the copyright. Okay, this is the music player. It looks like an iPod. This is a WinForms app. Like I love this app because it looks like a WinForms app. And so let me show you this resizing code here. So if I drag on, this is the lyrics window, so I can resize it. You'll see that it just sort of grays out. But if I pause, it resizes. Because it's all custom drawn, it's like... now, the reason it's custom drawn, obviously the title bar is custom, but watch this. Snapping. Snapping. It also snaps to the edge of the screen, which is awesome. And then if you resize by this little window, it moves all of the windows together. It's so cool. Anyway, yeah, so I definitely have done stuff like this before, but do I want to do a timer? I feel like it's gonna get it's like even dirtier, isn't it? Enter size move and exit size move. Yeah, Windows messages. I think I might have done Windows messages in that music player at one point, but anyway, I also need to get rid of these corners. I'm guessing this is an off by one caused by this panel here, but well, no, there's no excuse for that. Let's fix that. Where is that? That's got to be... Now this is interesting. Actually, this is a good opportunity to fix another bug. So the other thing that's wrong with this is I'm not filtering the mouse messages. So I can draw tracks over here, which is not good. So I want to clip the drawing so we don't draw over here, but I also want to clip the mouse messages. Basically, I don't want that cell to appear until now, when it can be fully drawn. So I need to fix that as well. So I need to know better what the size of my canvas is. And I can't remember where I did that. Set size. I despise Windows messages. You can't despise Windows messages. Nothing would work without them. But yeah, fair enough. They're kind of annoying to work with, and especially to debug. It's kind of like debugging timers and things. It's like this relentless barrage of like. But DirectX, nope. Sorry, I can't help you with that one. This is all old school. Oh, when the... Oh, that's interesting. So when the delegate is resized, that would imply... Wait. Yeah, I do... Didn't I do... Huh. Hang on a second. So I'm pretty sure this code, like this code here is supposed to only draw full columns. So either this code is wrong or this size is not, is bigger than the visible size of the control. Let's have a look. Okay, 785 by 562. Let's do this with paint.net, which is on the wrong monitor. So, can I go neither? Go away. 785. So how wide is this? This is... Oh, damn it. It's 785 before scaling, so I can't tell. That's annoying. All right, so yeah, the delegate must be bigger than this. Let's be dodgy and see what this does. I think this is a Comet layout bug because the top bar is pushing. I know the size of your grid, right? Count squares. That's a very good point. This should be well, it's 40. I don't think it's actually 40, but it's supposed to be 40. Oh, look, we have the top line disappearing problem again. Oh, I think that's why I offset by a pixel. Remember I had that translate call in here? I had this translate 1-1. I think that's why this top line was disappearing. All of this is kind of making me want to just use Skier to draw everything because like this is where I definitely feel like with Comet, I have no idea what's going on. Like I don't know how big it's making this control and I don't know how to tell it. Like I kind of want inspect element. But yes, you're very correct, sir. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I shrink it to here, oh, actually that is working. Look at that. There you go. See, it stopped drawing that cell, and now it is drawing that cell. But so, okay, let's see. If I put a breakpoint in now, this should be just over 400. Let me attach to the process. That one. And where are we? Delegate. And yeah, that one. So if I drag this by a pixel, oops, wrong one. Right, yes, 438. Okay, so that's, no, wait, 438. So that's almost a full cell bigger. Did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's 400. And it's measuring, but even 438 makes no sense. Like 438 is slightly less than a full cell. Well, that's not. Yeah, I think this extends down to here outside the visible area of the screen, which is very annoying. So this is actually coming back as 10 rows though. Okay, maybe it is just a bug in this code. So 438 is the height, and then 400, that's right. So I'm actually setting, oh, see, I'm setting this to 9 rows, but I'm drawing 10. Okay, so the clipping's not working, and well, actually, you can say the grid is working. That's why this bottom row, that's why the bottom cell disappears. Okay, so the row height, the the line height of the grid code must be wrong. And yeah, I'm not clipping tracks. Which actually, I guess I don't. If I'm going to do viewports, I don't want to clip tracks anyway. I want to just not draw them. Oh no, wait, I'm not. No, I'm doing a bitmap now, so I have to clip. Yeah. I wonder if a train will work here. Sadly, yes. And it reappears. Okay, so we need to clip for sure. Okay, we can fix that. That's very interesting that the height is working. And wait, but it's clipping at height plus 2. What's a false mean? Does a false mean don't actually clip? It means V, apparently. Anti-alias. Okay. Let me just fix that up over here. Um, that's very annoying. That's very, very annoying. That clip is totally not working. I mean, there's no way this rectangle code is wrong, right? Oh, I've done it before. Left, right, left top, right, bottom, left top, right, bottom. Yeah, that's right. Huh. Because I debugged this and this was 400. Plus 2. So it should have drawn the bottom line. Oh, wait, what am I saying? No, okay, sorry. No. That's my fault. I minus 1 off here. I didn't recalculate the height afterwards. Okay, so that's my fault. So, okay, so this is probably working. The grid code, I'm guessing, is now what's wrong. So that, yes, we should be seeing 10 cells. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. So if I go to here, to here, so we should be seeing the bottom line. We should be seeing this 10th cell. So this is okay. Okay, the clipping is working. What shouldn't happen is that. So here, I'm only like 3 or 4 pixels over, but it's appearing. So that shouldn't happen. All right, let's see what's going on here. So a height is 441. So is this going to say we can fit 11 rows? It is. Okay, so I do need the -1. But I do need the -1 because I want full columns and full rows. But I need to do it before I calculate the height. And where did my execution pointer go? Of course I can't edit and continue. And I'm running the app, so I can't build. And let's try again. Okay, that's better. Okay, that's what I want to see. A whole cell or nothing. Doesn't look like, all right, so columns is wrong, but rows looks right, except the bottom row of the grid. Okay, that looks cool. That's what I expect to see. This train will reappear over here. Perfect. All right, so let's look at widths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, oops. So there's row 10. Oh. Hello. Found a bug. We found this last... This is the one that you ran into too, I think, Scott. Election was modified. What collection is being modified when I'm resizing? Oh, it must be that this size changed event is being fired while Comet is already redrawing. And the for each is presumably Comet looping through all of its controls. In property, state manager. And property. Current red properties dot distinct. Yeah, it's interesting. Fix it by doing an early two array. Yeah, but so this is a two array and Comet stuff, right? Which is fine. The real solution is probably some form of, well, locking or something to control access to that thing, because yeah, it's still processing. So it's still processing the last re-render, but I'm asking it to re-render again. So I'm sure my size change event has exacerbated the problem no end. Interesting. Is two array gonna fix it? What's current red properties? It's a list. So two array is probably a copy. Yeah, non-enumeration. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's just do that. We'll leave that for another time. All of this Comet stuff is going to go away eventually anyway, because it's all moving into Maui. So yeah. All right. So that okay. So we're going to go. We want to go back to columns. So it's interesting. So I had to take off one row. Yeah, I think it's because of this, which is roughly the size of one row. And in fact, it was happened about 3 pixels into a row, and this is looks like it's 3 pixels short of a row. So yeah, I think all of this comment, these panels are just pushing this thing sideways rather than resizing it, which is, I mean, I'm guessing it's something I'm not doing right in with Comet, but this feels dodgier now, because so I'm gonna have to -3 from the rows here, because this is roughly three cells wide, and that just feels so wrong to do, because if the size of this changes, what do we got? 519, and it should be 500. Sorry, no, 400. So it's 120 pixels too wide. What's the bet I'm forcing that side panel to be 120 pixels wide or something? Yeah, 100. Yep, okay. So rows is 14. I'm minusing 1. I need to minus another 3, as I said. It's probably not going to let me edit and continue. No. But that'll make it 10. Okay, well, that'll work. I don't like it, but it'll work. You thought the resize code was ugly. Pre-release content from Maui only on day stream. I'm guessing they won't do .2array.distinct.toList, but you never know. Oh, I changed the wrong one. Yep, one too many. But the resizing works. I really don't like how jagged that is when it resizes. But I don't like it enough to do anything about it, I don't think. I actually kind of want to run the Comet samples now and just see if any of them resize. And I bet you they do, and then I'm going to work out why. And yeah. Okay, cool. So that works. I got to fix the bug with the grid. or permanently remove the grid because it's kind of ugly. Could go either way. Couldn't you skip the two array two list with a new list enumerable just to eagerly evaluate it anyway? The new list enumerable will presumably still have the same bug because the list has to enumerate that. So the problem is not, let me find that code. So the problem isn't like that this is deferred. It's that this to list is having to enumerate this with or without the to array, and this collection is changing. So the to array is a copy, which means there's no enumeration. So when this changes, it's well, if it happens before the to array, then it's included in the copy. If it happens after the copy, then it's a different array. But doing new list, that new list would have to enumerate that enumerable, so you're still going to run into the same thing. On change event, only fire redraw when new height width mod to -1. Yeah, could do that. That's not a bad idea. Actually, that's a... Does set size call render? No. That's interesting. Because I would want... well, in an ideal world, that code is maybe like is in this layer, not in the main window. Yeah, see this handle size change. This is what's calling invalidate. You know, I've just had a thought. Oh, look, this has an invalidate method. Oh no, we wanted the whole thing. I had a thought though. Render size. Oh, hello. Gets or sets the final render size for this element. Hang on, hang on. Well, okay. Is this a WPF thing? It is. Okay, no, so I can't do anything about that. I was thinking if there was a way in the control, in this delegate, to say what the size should be, then I could just move that code from game into here. Get intrinsic size. Interesting. Where was I? So this is calling invalidate, and I would want this to stop calling invalidate, which means I either further modify my fork of comet, or I could copy this class. Because one good thing about Comet is if you want to customize anything, you can. So this drawable control handler is the thing that hooks up this control here that has this problem. I could copy both of those classes and supply my own version. Isn't the size change event in your code? It is, but it's kind of in the... Oh, I guess, no, I did put it in main, didn't I? I was going to say it's kind of in the wrong spot. But yeah, I did put it in main. I mean, I could put it in here. Put this logic in here. Because, well, I only want to redraw on size if the size is more than 40. Well, if essentially, if this calculation results in a change. It would certainly stop the flickering. I just feel so wrong putting this code in that level. Especially because of this -3 and -1 rubbish. Alright, let's try it. Oh no, you know what's actually... No, what's not going to work there is I can't work off the train delegate size. No, so what I'd have to do is I will have to keep the old size, look at the new size, compare them, and if the difference is greater than one cell, then redraw. The problem is I don't know how big... I don't know how big one cell is in pixels, but maybe this doesn't... Maybe this is already scaled. I guess it would be. I guess I can pass in... Oh, whether it has changed, not how much it's changed. Never mind. Oh, look, there's a previous size. No, I don't want previous size. I want previous size at the time that I last called resize. Yeah, but I don't want new size and previous size will be increasing by like 1 as I'm drawing. I want to trigger it when my size increases past 40 pixels more than the size the window was last time I said to increase it. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay, that's cool. I'll just do... Yeah, I can just do new size. What is this type? A size. Yeah, that's in .NET. We can use a size. So I want a last size. Size empty. Excellent. So if new size dot width minus is 0 to 40. Sure. Let's hope for the best. Oh, system drawing size. Is there an empty? Yes. If captured previous size is null, set to previous size. Watch new size until you have a whole cell change, render cell, reset capture previous size to null. Could do that. Don't know if that's better or worse than this. This should work, I think. Let's find out. I've been wrong before. The big question will be, is that 40 the right 40? Is it the scaled 40? But I'm not entirely sure if it's WPF doing scaling or Comet, so, or Skia, or the drawable control in Skia. I have no idea. You would think I'd know how my own software works, but I don't. You'd be wrong. Well, that's solved that. No, it hasn't. Oh, I need absolute value. I need the difference, not minus, but that looks good. That works. Except, oh, does it? Oh, look at that. It starts to drag down a bit there before it. That's funny. Maybe I need to make it like 20 and just draw half as often. And it'll still be... yeah, okay. And then I need the absolute value of this, because you can drag things the other way too. The missing line is the top controls drawing over the top of the canvas. Oh, wrong bracket. don't think so because that it comes and goes, and I'm pretty sure, like, so if you look at the top line, it comes and goes. Oh, it's not doing it now because I've yeah. So it disappears and appears, but I'm dragging sideways, so the top controls shouldn't be moving. But look at those graphics. That is woeful. Look how oh, that's just terrible. That is absolutely terrible. I'm not sure if I've made this uglier or prettier. It's actually, and I can see it jittering and oh yeah, yuck. Oh, what to do? What to do? Well, maybe we assume no one resizes it. Let's do that. Can I? Could you just just redraw the canvas, no controls? I can. Yes, I guess. I have a control delegate here. Is it a field? No, I can make it a field. Delegate. Oop. And so instead of that, we go brains. No. Didn't I make it a field? Oh, control delegate. Whoops, wrong one. We go control delegate starts invalidate. Let's give it a go. Sorry, I meant replace this dot body with just the canvas. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh yes, of course, and this isn't going to work anyway because the delegate will never resize. Yeah, I can do that, but I'm like I'm 90% sure that this happened before I added the top controls, and if the top controls were drawing over the thing, then it wouldn't happen when you resize horizontally, would it? I guess I just want that then. Now you're not going to even see the top line because it'll be right up against the window frame. As predicted. No, that is still disappearing. There, it's there, and I'm pretty sure. Oh, maybe. I mean, the whole thing's obviously still jumping around. No, okay, the top line's still there though. It's super hard to see. I think it's gone now. I'm going blind staring at my monitor too much. But yeah, that's still like it's still flashing in and out of something. It's certainly not aligned properly. Something isn't aligned properly. Remove the H stack. I just removed everything. Oh, I did. Oh, that one as well. Ah, fine. The things I do for you. That what? Not all code paths return a value. What? Uh. Oh, I need a return statement. What's wrong with that? Oh, I worked it out. Okay. Something's wrong. Nope. It's it's jittering up and down now. Nice, yeah, it's still doing it. No, oh, God, look at that. That is disgusting. But I also think that's partly the bitmap because this was sort of happening last week, adding in the cached layers. Like you can see these three planks here are not the same size. So yeah, I have no idea. As I said, I'm tempted to draw the whole thing in scale. And that's probably opting into a world of pain, but it might be pain I understand more. But yeah, I'm actually okay with this. Because what I'll do is, if it just remembers its position, then, you know, no one will do it. No one will resize it. But yeah, like, ew, look at that. It's horrible. See, actually, you know what? I feel like it changes more. So that looks better. I feel like it changes more when you resize it horizontally. See, resizing it vertically now, it's pretty stable. But as soon as I resize it horizontally is when it really starts to go crazy. That's so weird. Where's my game? Can I get away with 2? Let's find out. I mean, I guess this is why people use Unity, right? They don't need to worry about this rubbish. Oh, damn it! It's nah, no good, no good. Don't like it. Oops, sorry, wrong one. Just out of curiosity, what happens? Oops, if I go down here and I translate this. Uh, I forgot where the translate was. I think it might have been there. What happens if I do this translate again? I wonder if the canvas is not. See, now the top line isn't disappearing, but it is kind of becoming darker and lighter. So it could be the anti-aliasing. I wonder if the uh, I wonder if the canvas doesn't start like clean at 0, 0 when that event fires. Is this Cascadia code? Yes, this is Cascadia code. Um, yeah, there should be some ligatures somewhere. Yep, Cascadia code. It kind of looks. It's. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Still lost the top line. Yeah, so it's not actually any more stable going down by 1. What? I would love to know why it's lost the top line. It's got to be the simplest off by 1 error, right? Like it's just got to be, doesn't it? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. When we get, no, not that one. In here. The only thing, so this dirty rect makes me wonder if this canvas doesn't come in clean. Can I reset the matrix? I can. Since I know that I'm always drawing the whole screen, let's see if that does anything. Wondering if DPI or something is correct. Yeah, that's what I assumed was the problem with the bitmap. Anyway, whoa, hello. Well, we know where our scaling comes from, and it still jumps around. So it's smaller now. Like it's true pixels, which is actually I quite like that. It's much cleaner. Oh, my clicks are off. Yeah, no, it's not there. There. So my clicks are off, which is funny, but that looks nicer. But it still jumps around. It's still visibly jumping around. Although, oh no, there you go. I lost the top line. What's weird here is why are my clicks wrong? Off by the 96. You reckon that's off by 96? Could be. Mm, no, that's if they're 40, that's way more than 96 pixels. Horizontally, anyway. That's 200. or yeah, 200-ish pixels maybe. But the thing is there, that's the DPI scale factor for random. Oh, I see what you're saying for the, yes, for my display settings. And that's what, yeah, and so that's why my clicks are off. Even though the clicks don't do any compensating. Yeah, so the mouse events are coming in. Yeah, so I need to leave that matrix. But let's have a look at that matrix and just see if it changes ever. Actually, no, that's not gonna prove anything because it was still flickering even with a forced identity matrix. But yeah, okay, so the matrix comes in allowing for the DPI, which we want to keep because obviously it's got to look good on everyone's screens. Device clip bounds. Whoa. Yikes. Okay, don't look at the matrix. Never look at the matrix. All right, we'll just undo that change then, shall we? Yeah, definitely. I am leaning towards turning the grid off because it's kind of ugly and you kind of don't need it, I guess. I don't know. Let's see if we get rid of the grid. Yeah, I mean that's like it's not hard to use. I like how I like how that works. You know, it's like, oh, there's a bug in my code. I can't solve it. I just delete the code. This still jumps around, but I can't remember. Are the tracks drawn anti-aliased? I think they must be. But yeah, I think the bitmap resolution is a question, um, for sure. But I think I looked last time and I couldn't see anything about changing resolution. Um, yeah, let's do that. Why not? Let's just disable it by default. Then we don't need to worry. Okay, so what I want to do before I forget though is I want to make the screen. I keep losing my project. I want to make the window remember its startup position and not be fixed. So is that built into WPF by any chance? So get rid of this, and I want. No, it's not. I was really hoping that would be built in. Let's Google and double check. Better TweetDeck is disabled. Okay. I've Googled for the wrong thing. Here we are. Do we have a nice snippet of code? Save the values. Thank you very much. Settings file. Ooh. You can use a custom markup extension to bind the window size position to settings. I don't want to do that. Yeah, alright, so I just got to save them. Registry? Temp file? Use our iStorage mechanism? What do we reckon? It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if the window size was saved with the train layout, right? Because then when you send someone a train layout, they'll be able to see it all. But nah. If I do send a screen, actually, what's the default? Oh, wrong. If I do send a screen, what's the default size? Go, Bill, do the thing. Unless I'm setting it in here somewhere. No, cool. Whoa, it's huge. But I can draw all the way over here. Yay. In fact, I can even draw where you can't see it. Ha, take that. And then, yeah, no, that's presumably then if I resize it down and close it and reopen it, it's going to be big again. Yep. All right. how are we doing saving in this world? And if system.drawing is not needed, then you don't need to be fully qualified. Config file? It's kind of ugly, isn't it? I feel like config file is kind of ugly. How are we doing storage? Where are we? Storage. We have an iTrack serializer. No, but see, then if someone creates an enormous track on their enormous 44-inch curved monitor with ridiculous resolution and sends it to me, it's going to be too big and I won't be able to see it. So that doesn't work. So it's got to be something else. Now, didn't I also have another interface, though, for the actual writing of the file? File system storage. Game storage. Not generic enough. So I could either have another interface, which is string storage, because these all return strings, right? Yeah. Could have another system that returns the string storage, and then I can store the width in one file and the height in another. You know what? This already lives in the UI layer anyway. So let's do the terribleness. Let's just do this. Trace.net, and this is window size. Because I don't even care. Path. No. Okay. Can I extract a method? Yes. Get file path. Name. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to put that there. Okay. Ooh, let's do this before. We want to file path. Window size. .text. I'm just being so dodgy today. I didn't really care. Do I care? Do I want to serialize something? Nah. Bits. Bits is my favorite name for the array that comes back from a string split. I don't know why. It always has been. It just always is. What does read all text do if file name doesn't exist? Probably nothing good. Care enough to drop a to-do. What? To-do make this better? That will never be done. There's so many things in here that need a to-do make this better. It's really not worth worrying about. Cache convert. I'm just gonna, yeah, I don't care. Width, comma, height. Sure. I guess I should try pass. I will try pass. Try gas. Because pattern matching makes try passing nice. Look at that. I'm not even going to throw any exceptions. How nice am I? Hey. All right, and then we. Whoa. Do we write him out every time? Probably shouldn't. Is there an unload? Is there a close? On closing. Excellent. Let's make that a field. Settings? No. Websites. And, well, this is easy. Oh. Yeah, got something. Okay. Let us observe the work of the devil and see if it's good. And I will make that field a read only later. Okay, we have an enormous trains window. I will resize it. I will close it. And it's read only. And go. Appear. Didn't work. What's the bet on closing happens after width and height have been set terribly or something? Well, the file exists. Oh, it's not an int. Really? Wow, they're doubles, I guess. Yeah, shows how good I am at WPF. Okay. Double has a try-pass, right? Looks good. Ship it. Ship it. That's really... I guess it probably inherits from UI element, and that makes sense why it would be double then, but doesn't really make sense on a window, I don't think. Yay, it works. Yeah, it won't work when I maximize the screen, because now it's going to show up. What are we going to get? Yeah, didn't think so. Okay, that's all right. I don't care. That'll do. Interesting question. Now that we don't have the grid, the fact that this train track stops kind of actually looks weird. Maybe it shouldn't, and maybe it should just continue. Because the train continues. Like, the train will reappear. Assuming these tracks are connected, which I can't remember, honestly. Yeah, it does. Maybe I should let it run off the screen. The only reason it matters, the only thing I don't like about it running off the screen is if it's possible to get... See, it's probably not. Oh, I've got to resize by 20. If it's possible to get like super close where you can't see the track, but you end up going too far, then I find that annoying. But maybe I shouldn't be filtering the drawing at all, and I should instead be filtering the mouse events to prevent that. Because this looks kind of weird now. Alpha blend the edge. it's not the worst idea, I don't think. But it's, yeah, that, why you always give me work? Yeah, I kind of think that looks weird now that it just stops. Especially because that. Put a train here and here. Wait, one disappeared. um, so that's not ideal. Just do viewports already. Well, yeah, well, that's actually part of what I'm thinking. Like, if I did a viewport, I would obviously want it to go to the edge, right? Put a fence. I could do that. Fence on the edge and cows on the other side. Um, yeah, I think, no, I want to do a viewport, but I think I want it to go to the edge, which is kind of hilarious because now I just have to undo all this code I wrote. Where did I write it? Mm, 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 mm. See, if I get rid of this, it won't go to, it'll go past the edge. But if I get rid of that, it'll go to the edge. And that's really, really annoying. Oh, Scott. Hey, where did my camera go? Have I not been on screen this whole time? I only just noticed my camera's not there. Hello? Was my camera? I don't know. Yeah, so this now goes properly off the edge. See, now the 20 pixel resizing maybe looks a bit funny. Yeah, because it catches up. Well, I mean, I can fix that. See, it doesn't happen down here. Oh, it does. Ugh. The annoying thing is this -2, right? So if I remove this -2, well, I'm now drawing like 2 whole rows of cells I just don't need to draw. But the problem is that's not my fault. I mean, it probably is my fault, but that's because my comment layout is not right. That's because this cell, this drawable control is bigger than it should be. I want this to only fill it. So yeah, okay, maybe I'll leave that until I can work out the comment stuff. That looks better. So I have to actually add one on here. All right, let's do viewports. I'm gonna do this. Let's check this in though. So we did too much, as usual, too much for one commit. This is also redrawing. Should I be nice? Should I do this as lovely, wonderful subcommit? No, don't worry about it. Save window position and draw to the edge. No, we were always drawing to the edge. What did we actually end up changing the drawing code? Oh yeah, draw and resize. That's what we did. All right. Why can't I commit a submodule? Oh, I need to. Oh, I hate submodules. I really do. Oh, come here. I fixed that bug, didn't I? So now I got to push that. Otherwise, if anyone clones this, it won't work. Oh dear. Now, can I commit this? Yes. Good. Okay. Viewports. I guess let's do it. Let's start the naive way. Let's start the naive way. How are we doing viewports? So all a viewport is really is being able to control the X and Y offset of the top point. So when when this comes in here, all we need to do, you know what, I can actually test this relatively quickly. But let me think about clipping for a second. What do we want to do with clipping? We need to translate first. So if I translate to our track parameters, oh, we don't have track parameters. Let me add track parameters in here. This is, no, I want to, what? Come on. Offer to generate, thank you. So this is only temporary, maybe. Like all good temporary things. So I want to translate this to track parameters dot viewport x and track parameters dot viewport y. And this way, I should be able to, what? Method? No, I want to generate, yeah, this one. Property. And another property. Good, and they are floats. Can I make an ints? Just because that's what my controls work with. They're going to compile now. Yeah, cool. Okay, so this is just an easy way to do the UI. And yeah, they equal 0, that's fine. Okay, is the track, I can't remember if the UI is manual or automatic. Where are we? Create configuration controls. It is manual. Let's move to the top. Okay, let's see if this works. I should probably, to test the clipping, I should tweak the size of this thing so I can make sure it clips properly, but we'll see. So in theory, I should be able to move these and the whole layout will move. Awesome. And I should be able to resize the window and those numbers will update. Yeah, 15 and 11. Cool. And negative numbers. So this should eventually, oh my God, there's so much clicking going on. You might not be able to hear it because I think it's getting filtered out, but believe me, clicking like a madman. Yeah, this is easy. So actually the hard part of this is working out how to do the panning because I don't have the tool support for that. Uh-oh. Did that? Yeah, see, that's not real. Because if I put a train down there... yes. That also. If I put a train down there, the train will reappear at the bottom. So that track doesn't run out. Okay, so that's... No, wait, so there must be... Okay, so the track layout renderer maybe is not looping through all the tracks. It's maybe looping through the grid cells, which we don't want. No, it's looping through all the tracks. That's surprising. Oh. I wonder why that stops drawing. I guess that's the clipping. But if I translated first, unless clipping ignores the translate, I wonder if that's what's going on. Whoops. If clipping ignores the translate, then that makes sense. Nuke the clipping. Well, but then that'll be slow. Especially with viewports. It's going to draw every freaking thing. Doesn't that seem bad? Doesn't need to draw trains off screen. I mean, maybe it won't be slow, I don't know. But I assume skier is, if you're outside the clipping rectangle, it's going to ignore draw operations. I could be wrong. It doesn't say anything about whether this... I mean, I can certainly do it for now. You can add track clipping in the render part. I can, yes. But actually, it's not the track I'm worried about. The track, don't forget, is one big bitmap that is rendered. Oh, wait, that's what's going on. The bitmap was rendered when the clip was over there. I've now moved it. We're just splitting the bitmap. Yeah, that's the problem. Okay. So maybe I should just turn off clipping because, yes, the bitmap. That's interesting. That's interesting. Maybe I turn off clipping for now and try and bring it back later. But yeah. So this will have drawn the track. So okay. So I've worked out now. Oh no, if I resize. No, if I resize it. No, see, there's still something going on there. Because you see all these tracks. Oh no. Ah, damn it. Radio button. Wow. That's a surprise. Not translating the back buffer. I'm not translating the back buffer. Do I need to I don't think I need to translate the back buffer because I'm plonking at a different spot. Like the drawing is working, the translating is working. It's pretty sure. Well, I'll comment out the clipping and find out now that it's crashed. It's weird that radio button is... Oh, it's creating the radio button. So constructing view, I'm guessing, has... Yes, go away. You've crashed now. Go on. Go away. It's not going away. Okay, it's gone away. Constructing view. Are we going to see a distinct .to list? No, but it could be the any. Or this. I'm going to ignore that one. Okay, so let's get rid of the clipping. See what happens. Yeah, I can always add the clipping back later. How would that work? Like, when you move the viewport around, do you want to redraw the tracks? Oh, now I've got to click a billion times. Back buffer is 100 when it gets drawn at minus 100, it'll be off screen. Can't have the back buffer. Oh, you're right. I'm creating the back buffer at a certain size, aren't I? Ah, yes. Okay. Yeah. So no, it's not the clipping then. It's just the creation of the back buffer, which means removing the clipping hasn't fixed anything. Yeah. Okay. You're right. Very good. Very good. Yeah, you need the back buffer to... You need to redraw the back buffer. And yes, ideally when it's almost in thing. And see, this is one where, like... So I'm clearing all of the buffers on resize. For simplicity's sake now, you could do that whenever the viewport changes as well. Which actually wouldn't be that bad. You'd be back to the previous performance of drawing the tracks every time as you drag around, but that wasn't so terrible. It obviously could have been, well, needed to be improved, but it wasn't the worst thing in the world. So maybe that's what we do for now, although then, yeah, okay. So let's try and do this properly then. So we get rid of track parameters because we don't want, in fact, I'm just going to revert. all of this code? What happened to main page? Yes, revert all of this code. You need to translate inside the back buffer, then not translate to the cached layers. So maybe yes. Well, when you say translate inside the back buffers, you could just translate before calling render. So if you in fact, I could just do that. So I know this is the right width and height, so I can actually translate here, translate back before drawing, but leave it for this case. Oh yeah, it's on a different. Yeah, yeah. I need to translate back to normal for the case before blitting the bitmap. It'll work. But either way, I still need to redraw the bitmap when the viewport as the viewport moves. Anyway, so let's put the viewport on the game. I think that feels right. It says set size. Let's just add a set viewport. Probably could just go in set size, just a set rectangle. But let's do that. And then, because yeah, most of this work is going to be in. Oh, where's it put it? Oh no, put it up here. So we want viewport X, viewport Y, and yeah, let's clear them. Let's clear them for now. When viewport position is set to -10, you want to draw the cached layer at 0, 0, but we're making the cached layer and cached layer at exactly. Yes. Yes, that's right. Although, yeah. Anyway, okay. To the code. So pointer. Let's talk pointers. Where is the pointer? I can never remember where my code is. Here it is. So all we get is an execute in a column and a row. I thought we got more than that because tracks draw as... Oh, is that done? Yeah, that's done outside, isn't it? That's done here. So if we only have it at a column and a row, then, well, you know what? Let's just see what it looks like. So if I click in a cell, no, this isn't going to work. No, no, because I need to know where you start clicking as distinct from the drag operation. Which means I need a different type of tool that hooks up to more events. Which is, well, that's okay. So this pointer tool needs to be an eye tool, so it's exported as an eye tool, but it also needs to be an eye pixel tool, advanced tool, smart tool. Don't you just add your current translate to your X and Y, then find the cell? In order to draw, you mean? To draw the track? That, like, where it just draws all the tracks. So, Oh, I missed one. Which is super fancy. You have back buffered cache layers X% bigger. Allow the cache to be translated and readers. Yeah. I thought about drawing bigger to solve the anti-aliasing problem, to pass the right value to the tool. So the values that are passed to the tool at the moment is a cell, but in order for the dragging to work, so for example, if I, so let me turn on the grid. So if I click here, this is going to pass, 3, 2, and then as I drag, nothing's going to happen, and then it'll jump when I hit here, which is 3, 4. That's fine in theory, but the important bit I don't get is where did they start the mouse down movement? Because this is 2, 3, so this, I know I would need to move 1, and if I go like that, I need to move a lot. If I start over here and do this, completely different numbers, but same amount to move. So unless you know when you start by clicking, it doesn't really work. The only way to do that in the tool with the execute method would be to have essentially a timer that says, hey, how long since the last execute thing? But draggable, I like it. Thank you. 2Gs, okay. Thanks, Scott. I do want that in a new file, but I don't want it there. Can I tell it? Oh, look at this. Tell it which project. I actually don't know where iTool is. I'm going to guess rendering. Let's find out. Nope, it's in the engine. Okay. No, this needs to be in rendering. If I follow my own rules, this needs to be in rendering. Why would you add it to the train painter? This needs to be in rendering because it deals with pixels. And I decided that was a rule. There you go. So for all of the people who yelled at me today on Slack about how I use the add new class dialog and it's slow, I did it then, and I was slower. Ha. Continued drag. These probably shouldn't be ints, but I don't know. And actually, you know what? No one needs to know about end drag. I'll wait for later. All right, so in our delegate, which I closed because I'm silly, and I can't find, there it is. So is the current tool value, so draggable tool. Oh, they are floats. Custom twins here anyway. Cool. And otherwise, we're going to do this. And I'll do the same thing down here. And yep, no one cares about end. Easy. Oh, actually, excuse me, this is annoying. Oh, because these methods are never going to get called, which is really quite annoying. But if I don't have it implement iTool, well, yeah, if I don't have it implement iTool, then this, where are we? Wherever here, this ordered list of tools now doesn't contain all tools. I need 2 separate lists of tools, and then how do you got to work out the order amongst them. Worry about that later. Why did it put continue drag there and start drag there? Is that... Oh, it's alphabetical order. Okay. There you go. All right, so here what we want to do is we want to simply capture this. Oh yes, create some fields, please. And then here, all we need to do, I believe, is this one. This needs game. Don't think it needs any of that anymore. Create and assign fields. What if this will run into edge cases on multi-interface registration? It shouldn't, because I'm already doing this. So I'm already doing the multi-interface thing, which is actually another reason why I don't like it. But so if you look at the track layout renderer, it has to implement both. This one so it can be used as a cacheable layer, this one so it can be exported properly. And annoyingly, even though this one implements iLayer renderer, you have to explicitly express that there. So yeah, this is definitely. In fact, I should log. Oh, go. Oh, fine. I should log something about this because this is an annoyance. Like, I know this code isn't great, but part of my problem is I keep glossing over the annoyance. Animal tool. Okay. Good. I'll never forget that. I'll just also never do it. Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, and I think, I mean, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I didn't even bother. But, like, it wouldn't help at the moment. But yeah, we can fix other DI code. Okay, so then I do this, and then all I need to do is game.set viewport. Oh, I need to get the viewport. Okay, I will rename that method to adjust viewport, and we just adjust it by that. I think, hope, etc. Viewport. This is plus. This can become just x and y, and we fix this up. And we test our code. And I don't mean test our code, I mean we run our code. And we wait for our errors to go away because we have fixed the code, I promised. I promise I even copied and pasted. And okay, put down the drain and drag. It didn't work, but maybe it did. But it didn't. Okay. Let's see if we get any events. I did implement it right. Did I? Maybe? I did. That looks fine. 347. Oh. Is that the problem? I mean, it shouldn't be the problem. That's obviously 0. Like, this is, well, this is an annoyance with debugging. Ah, here we go. So 390 minus 392. 206 minus. Oh. Okay. So this should adjust to the left. Yeah, minus 2. Oh. I forgot to translate the canvas, didn't I? I forgot I reverted all of that code. Okay. I want to clear it, sure. Now we will translate by viewport X and viewport Y. Oh dear. Comedy of errors, I tell you. Comedy of errors. Put it on train and start dragging. Oh my god, look at that, it works. So if I fix up the tracks, easiest viewport ever. Oh, I have, however, broken clicky clicky, which is interesting. Um, that's very interesting because maybe that adds a justification for implementing both interfaces actually. We could just do the draggable stuff if is valid returns false. So is valid kind of means valid for a single action tool. Doesn't your pixel mapper just need to care about viewport and it all works? Pixel mapper. Oh, you're right. I forgot about the pixel mapper. Yes, of course. Yes, of course, because then it all works. Yes, exactly. I completely forgot we had a pixel mapper, but you're absolutely right, because right here, yes, this method just needs to take into account viewports. Oh, that is... Oh, is that what you were talking about? I apologize, Adrian, I misunderstood. The beauty of DI, the beauty of here's a thing that is in charge of mapping pixels, and I completely forgot about it. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so so adjust viewport. See, pixel mapper has no state, does it? Oh, it has a track parameters. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so this needs to be on the pixel mapper, which is fine. And let's, okay, what are we doing? Hang on. What are we doing when we adjust the viewport? Clear the buffers. Clear the buffer. Yeah, so we need to have events that can hook up to that. Okay, so we're going to need events for this. That's okay. We can do that. Let's create property. Do properties go above the constructor? Below? I can never remember. Do I have a rule for this? They go... No, that's not a property. That's property above. Okay. All right, let's make these public. And then we don't need the adjust method. And we will pull up our pants and our properties. And so this is simply y plus viewport. Yes. I believe. Is it minus? I don't know. Let me think about it for a second. X is 10. Okay, 0, 10. Yes, plus. Very good. And then this is y plus viewport y. And this one is minus. Yes, that sounds right. That's minus this stuff viewport x, which will probably now get Ross and complaining me telling me those brackets are useless because of order operations. Oh, it doesn't. That's interesting. Minus this dot viewport y. Some tests for this. What? I will test it in just a minute when I run it. What are you talking about? Yeah, tests would totally make a lot of sense for a lot of things. Let's not talk about it. Okay. I do need this. Yeah, I do need an event here because I need to clear these bitmaps because, well, no, I can't. I can't draw all the tracks to the off-screen bitmap because we don't know how big to make the bitmap. Because this is essentially an infinite canvas. Okay, so yes, I do need to clear the. I need to do something when the viewport changes. So Oh, and I wanted to fix this too. Okay, that's cool. This is easy. There we are. So you can still click a normal tool. Now, ooh. If, however, you are dragging, you do not want to do any hit testing. Okay, so if we're dragging, we'll continue dragging. This should never be false, but you never know. Current tool. Yeah, no, there could be somewhere that Comet's going to set this to some other tool, and this is still be true. And yeah, don't worry about it. In fact, we can even set dragging equals false here, just in case. Dave to Dave testing. Dave's debug driven. Debug driven. Debugging is how I think. I was talking about this to someone on my team the other day. Like, yeah, looking like I have to look through so much code that I didn't write as part of my job, and I can look at it and I can try and reason about it, but if I can hit a breakpoint and then do something and like look like, ugh, so much more productive. Okay, so this is fine. Now this needs to be a pixel mapper. And we're just going to do pixel x plus equals. Oh, now this is actually. Oh, there's one annoying thing here. It's not the worst thing in the world, but what's going to happen is the pixel map is going to fire 2 events. Maybe I should keep the adjust viewport method so it can fire 1 event. Yeah, that's probably nicer. Because if all those bitmaps get disposed and then somehow manage to get drawn again, and then we set the next property, that's just going to annoy me. What? Did I not call it? Oh, I didn't rename it. Pixel mapper and okay. These are not public. They are fields. And yep. And then we go to here. So we get rid of all of this. We extract this as a method. Yeah. Get rid of that. We need an event on here. Sender to is it buffers? Oh, can I do this creatively? Yes. Come on. Oh. I need the two properties. Create a property, delete a property, create a property again. This is just how I roll. Yep. Should I use floats? Nah. Don't like floats. Arbitrary decision, events go above properties. These now change back to private. I kind of want to be able to undo this file, like with the undo buffer. All right. Let's do it the lazy way. Oops. And we need an event, and we have an event, and we go start viewport changed, invoke. Is there a refactor to auto property without having to do the middle step? I don't know about a refactor to auto property, but there is a setting, or it's controlled via an editor config as to whether you get them generated as auto properties somewhere. Yeah, prefer auto properties. Yeah, I've set false, and you can even where are they? Invalid? No, I think there's even an option for whether it does the throw invalid operation or does nothing or something. So yeah, you can kind of do everything, but oh, for God's sakes. Every time. Nullables and events. Every time. Alright, is that everything? Did I fix everything? Do we expect this to work now? I still need to fix the bitmaps, right? I think. I still need to do that translate thing. But they should at least move. They'll just run out of pixels. I think that makes sense. Come on, build. Okay, let's put a train down. And nope, that don't work. Oh, what did I forget? Oh, I know what it is. I think my pointer tool returns true for is valid. It does. Okay, I need to return that. Okay, now let's try it. Wonder if I trust this enough to get rid of this if. No, I need the train anyway. Cool. Okay, let's put a train down. Oh, okay. So the viewport's moving. The clip area, I don't know. So wait, what? I don't even understand what's happening now. The bitmap is moving, but it's not moving. It's changing where it draws. What have I done? I translated after clip. I did. You're right. Does that... Didn't I work out the clip didn't use... I don't know. Sure. I should actually fix up that because I don't even know. Like, that's save. Nope. That's not it. Why do you want me to get rid of the clip so much? I don't get it. I really don't understand your fascination with the clip and getting rid of it. Does the drag work when it's on the train? No. What is going on? What is going on? Fine, I got rid of the clip. But what is going on? Oh. Is it... Wait. I think it might be my viewport code. Wait. So this was working before when I didn't have the code in the pixel mapper. So is the translate doing one thing and then the pixel mapper mapping it back again? Does that imply I don't need the translate anymore? That feels wrong, but I mean yeah, well, I don't. No, okay, so that's not working. Oh, yes it is. Oh, okay, it's backwards. That's funny. Wow, that's bizarre. So I don't even need the translate because the pixel mapper. I mean, that makes sense, but boy, that's surprising. And can I put a train on this track? I can. Haha. Oh. What? Oh, wrong tool. Okay, so other than being backwards, which is kind of funny, I don't need the translate, and I don't need to change the canvases either. I mean, that makes sense. That really does make sense, but I just did not see that coming. That is, yeah, it is. It is so simple in the end. Where's my train? There it is. Hello. Can I follow it? Oh, you want your follow train now, don't you? Oh, see, follow train is... Oh, with just adjust viewport, follow train is actually hard. I need to set viewport, so you can just set the viewport to the train minus 50. Instead of translating the canvas just offset. Yeah, I mean, essentially I'm doing my own translation because I have my own... Well, it's not matrix math, but... Yes, it is. Other than my mouse moves backwards. You still want me to get rid of the clip? So they're backwards because I'm adjusting the viewport. So I want this to go backwards. But now, no, wait, hang on. Is that going to work? Or is that going to explode out? No, that works. Okay. I keep doing that. Now I wonder whether every tool shouldn't drag. Because it's really like, except for track, I kind of want to, yeah, like if I'm on train, this doesn't do anything. It may as well move the viewport. Maybe I build the viewport code into the delegate. That's the other way to do it. And then I don't need... Actually, that actually kind of makes a lot of sense. Except maybe the eraser, because it would erase a track and then you'd move the viewport a bit, and so you'd never be able to erase it. Yeah. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I wonder if the viewport code could be simply a new property on iTool that says, hey, if I'm not valid, you Jesus, take the wheel. Viewport, take the wheel. And then track and eraser return false. And yeah, that'll work. Oh, this is great. Draggable tool, just an interface flag. Yeah, well, yeah, it could be an interface flag. I could just add a Boolean property to iTool as well. One thing I guess I should save the viewport position too, because this is now going to jump back to 0, 0. Although, I don't save trains. Like, this isn't saving a game. It's because there's no gameplay, because this isn't a game. But maybe one day it will be. I could see an argument for saving viewports, because if you end up down here drawing all this beautiful track down here, you're never going to see it. You could do hidden messages. This is going to break so much stuff if you draw to the top left lower than 0, 0. Is it? It might. Is it going to break stuff? Will it work? Oh. So the X and Y is off, which is interesting. Oh, you know why? Because there's no... That's interesting. Won't save. Oh, yes, you're right. The saving code just loops through the columns, doesn't it? If we run this again, yes, all those tracks are gone. My hidden message is still here. We're going to see an increase in the size of save files. You know what I want to do now? I want to do a little overview. I'm going to log it. I'm going to log a job for that. It's a good one for next week. And that should be really easy. A mini map, yes. Talk about software being beautiful sometimes. A mini map should be as easy as give me a track renderer, draw in this box, the end. It won't be, because the mini mapper will have to define its own track parameters, but actually these track parameters are fundamentally broken and I don't like them. So maybe it's a good opportunity to fix these. Specifically, plank padding and track width should all, I think all of these should be expressed as a multiple of cell size. And so if you want to adjust track width, you don't adjust the actual pixel number, you adjust the multiplier. But then, if I do that, yep. Anyway, that's viewports. That's pretty good. Now, do we call it a day? How easy is this? Yeah, see, this assumes 0, 0. And this, well, this could you know what I'm gonna do? That's not what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that. This is an even simpler hack by some definition. Yeah, let's just, we don't need to go to negatives. Since the numbers are arbitrary anyway, I think it's fine to start in the corner. I probably should put a maximum on it as well. Actually, if I'm doing a mini map, I really should do a maximum. Plus for speed. Yeah. So I can't go that way. Oh, I got it. Oh, I can go that way. Whoops. Oh, of course. This isn't viewport. No, now the minus makes sense. This isn't viewport. This is offset. This only goes to negative. Okay. I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to change these ones. So it's actually a viewport. I think that makes sense. This now needs to be maximum. And then, yeah, the minimum. Now this is pixels, so 1,000 seems a bit low. But I'll tell you, let's go with max grid size. We'll do a constant. Maybe 10,000 to start with. Generate a field. Static read-only byte. Oh no, actually this can be a const. IntelliCode suggestion based on recent edits, max. Oh, I love it. IntelliCode worked out that oh, what? Wait, what? I thought, what? Wait, what? 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 What am I doing wrong here? We're adding on. Oh yeah, sorry, that is working. No, wait. I am confused. I swapped the signs and swapped the min-max. Pick one. No, I want to swap both. If I don't swap... If it's a viewport... Oh no, you're right. I think. I don't know what's going on anymore. This is... Yes, right. Does that make sense? Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. This needs to be minus 1,000? I'm so confused now. This is an offset or a viewport. Yeah, that needs to be minus 1,000 because this is now... So this is the position at where 0, 0 is. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So yeah, viewport's probably the wrong name. Yeah. That still works. Okay, so now I can drag that way, but not that way, and I can do this, and I mean, I guess I just keep dragging. Still drawing. I'm sure there's... Actually, this is going to let me go one screen past 10,000, I guess. Yeah, okay, so I'll stop there, and I can go all the way to the edge. Can I go out that way? Damn it. See, there's that off by one error. That's the bug I hate, because now I have a track I can't see, but I can connect up to. Yeah, I should fix that at some point. And just for fun, how's that diagnostics going? Tracks draw time. It's still pretty quick because we're only drawing... No, wait. So we're drawing all of the tracks. Just most of them are off screen. So I wonder if Skier Sharp will automatically... This is where I should add a clip and see what the time difference is, I guess. But yeah, I'm guessing based on how slow this is now that Skier Sharp is not automatically disregarding things. But I can just simply add that to the track renderer to just say, you know what, if this isn't if this isn't on screen, just don't draw it. It automatically skips it, does it? Because Because, well, I mean, I guess maybe there's a limit to what it can automatically skip, but this ain't fast. Like, feels noticeably laggy anyway. I'm not actually going to draw 10,000 of these things, so I'm just going to close that. And then I'm going to open up my app data. And have a look at this file, just for fun. And have a look at this file first. Looks good. And oh, did this not work? Wait. Oh, I think word rep's on. Never mind. Oh, I wasn't far off. Oh, I've just worked out something really cool, which is not that surprising, but so if I keep going, they should be there. Yay, it works. But I can do this. I'm never going to get the size of this right, am I? About there. Oh, I was off by 1. Come on, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. About there. Off by 2. I'm going to be a master ASCII art train drawer by the end of this. Yay, look at that. It wasn't even corrupted. All right, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We have a viewport. We have a window that actually looks good. This is great. This is fast because you're translating, trying to a ton of times. Clipping to just in viewport tracks will be best. Clipping or disregarding in the loop? I mean, yes, I'm definitely trying to draw. Translating. You're right, I am translating. But it still should ignore them, right, too, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, disregarding in the loop is... That does make sense. Actually, that should be easy, right? I hope. Wrong one. We have our pixel mapper. We have... So actually... we don't know the... Oh, we do know the width height. So if x is less than 0, y is less than 0, x is greater than width, y is greater than height. Continue. Should work. Create a path and pass through all the draw calls, so just don't get rid into the background memory and skew. Yeah, so the translates need to happen because otherwise it doesn't know whether the... Yeah. So this works. Oh, hello, we have a new off by 1 error. That makes sense. That's cool. We can fix that. But yeah, so this should be fast now. Nope. Still no. That's so weird because that number is so low. But it is woeful. Time for some more perf analysis, eh? That's seriously bad. But like even the whole draw time is still fast enough. And the FPS doesn't go down, except it noticeably goes down. I wonder if this is... Is it the average samples in the base class from number? Oh, on the thing. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I wonder if this is something else, though. Like, I wonder if there's something trying to redraw the... like, I don't know. There could be a bug that I'm resetting the bitmaps. Well, no, I am resetting the bitmaps every time. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, let's have a quick look. It's really late though and I want to go to bed. But, oops, here. Let's find out. Oh, and I need to do this. Parameters, cell size. The loop. Did you build? You did. Diagnostics. Oh, hello. What? Oh. Dragging the wrong way. It's still, see, something's going on here because all the numbers are still fast and the FPS still shows as fast, but it's clearly not. I think this is just, there's just some threading or something going on, I reckon. Because, yeah. Anyway, that can wait for another day. At least the this track draw timer now is, I mean, that's what I want. So, oh, but no, I need to make a new, a new base class for this, and then the what is it? The cached layers need to have separate timers. That would be the way to do it. But that's cool. So this actually, I didn't even check. Did this work? No, I haven't checked this yet. Let's make sure this works, and then I'm going to call it a night, because that was amazingly productive. We have a viewport. In fact, I think I even logged a job for a viewport. Yep, that looks great. They don't disappear when you don't expect them to. Resizing works. I am resizing over to my second monitor. Oh, performance of that is not great. Uh-oh. Click. Click. No. Oh no, I've killed something. It totally didn't work. Wow. And just for fun, because it's remembering window size. See, I think there's a loop. I think there's some kind of infinite loop here, because I'm not doing anything, but like the cursor is changing there, but like, see how slow this is? I think maybe the dragging code is stuffing up something. Where's trains? There it is. It is using 40% of my GPU and 5% of my CPU, and I'm not doing anything, and there's no trains on the screen. So that's probably not good. Can I close? I can. Okay. That's interesting. We've got some kind of loop there, and I reckon what could it be? Oh no, not track parameters, pixel mapper. It is not likely to be the pixel mapper event, because only one thing calls adjust viewport, right? Yeah, that's the point. So we're not calling that inside of itself. We could be calling continued drag too much, although this only occurs when the mouse is down, so that's unlikely. This still checks the right tool type, as does this. That's really weird. I wonder what could have changed. This loop is faster. Move the pixel mapper call, but that doesn't matter. That's hooked up in the constructor, so that's not hooked up multiple times. We're not clipping. Just saying. Yeah, none of this looks, that's really interesting. We'll have to dig into that next week. because it is, yeah, there's something funny there. Anyway, cool. Grabbable viewport. Actually, one last thing to check. If I restart this. Oh yeah, whoops, it restarts big. Oh no. Oh, I got the cursor. Okay. I think it's manageable now. Maybe the timers are not timing everything. So I'm just dragging the window big again. No, okay, well we are up at 8 and 9 milliseconds. Just because it's drawing so much? Well, because it's splitting a large bitmap, I guess. Maybe we will have to try the GPU, the OpenGL drawing. Yeah, like this is pretty terrible. Excuse me. I'm guessing this FPS counter is wrong though, because there's no way that's not dragging it that fast. But if I go down to this size, that's better. Anyway, all right. Excuse me. I don't take into it. I can't talk anymore. That's it. I'm out. I thought I added a job for this. I did. 55. Click and drag, pick some mapper. Hey, look, I wrote it down. Yes, they should. Nope. Okay. Fixes 55. Awesome. Bush. All right. There we go. Thanks for hanging out, those of you who hung out. I appreciate it. Thanks as always for the help. And it closed. What was that idea we had though? Ah, that's right. Track leases. I just remember this name. We should do that one day. Sorry, VZ. But it's 11 PM and I'm a very old man and I'm going to bed. But thank you for joining for the last few minutes. And yeah, thanks everyone else and see you all later. Bye-bye.